Ladies and gentlemen, people of royalty, it is time. Welcome back for another Team Mr. Shiny Wars within PokeMMO. Welcome, welcome. It's an honor to have you all. It's an important thing to remember that this is where PokeMMO history is made. I got my Shiny Cranidos after 17 months during a Team Mr. Shiny War. This is where 100 plus, over 100 of the best shiny hunters in PokeMMO all go at it to the best of their ability. It makes for truly special moments, moments we are lucky enough to be able to share with a vibrant PokeMMO YouTube and Twitch community in the year 2025. In 2020, there was almost no social media presence for PokeMMO, but thanks to the power of the internet, and thanks to enough knuckleheads like myself existing, and loving the idea of jamming their favorite childhood nostalgic monster catcher with the degenerate playstyle and grinding nature of MMOs to create one of the best games ever made. I wish all shunters the best of luck. May the best shunters win. And it takes a lot to be one of the best shunters in PokeMMO. You know, one of the under talked about factors of being the best at something is what you eat, which is why, lucky for you, I can help you out with that part and ease your worries about what's for dinner with the help of our sponsor today, Factor. Factor is a meal prep service that does all the work for you. You can simply sign up using the link in the description, get 50% off your first order. Yes, 50% off. Could you imagine if someone handed you a 50% off coupon to the grocery store? You'd be insane not to use it. Factor is like that, but the meals are chef-made, sent straight to your door for you to pop them in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then bam, boom. You're eating smoky Gouda chicken on top of rosemary seasoned red potatoes with roasted green beans, red peppers, top of a little Parmesan. Boom, bam. Now you're eating blackened grilled salmon with the most perfectly seasoned vegetables of your whole life. With 50% off, it's hard to go wrong with trying this awesome food, and if you don't like it, you simply cancel your order at any time. Or you could even skip a few weeks if you want a break, you want to try something different, while maintaining the lifelong benefits like free wellness shots every week if you sign up right now that are being offered. And trust me, you know, if I'm going to be sitting on my rump playing PokeMMO all day, I'm going to need some good food and wellness shots to set me straight. I'm looking forward to my Factor order being dropped off at my door in 2 days or so during war. So Factor is also the best way to support the stream this week. If you're enjoying the content, they are a very generous company towards smaller creators like myself. And I have all these cool incentives as well we can actually bring up. All these cool incentives that are happening throughout the week. If you want to, you know, add more stream content, have things be a little wackier, a little crazier. At the end of the month, I will be doing a large streamathon where 1 Factor sub equals 1 extra hour added to that. 1 sub, for every sub, I will breed 5 alpha Pokemon, as well as I won't be opening mysterious balls during war, but I will be opening mysterious balls during the streamathon, and I will be popping fossils. I will be popping 5 fossils per sub as well during war. And then every 10 Factor subs, I'll buy something up to $100 from stream, and stream can vote on what we get. And then at 30 subs, I'll bathe in beans. We're going to move past that quickly. The main point of today, number 1, thanks to Factor. Well, number 1, welcome to Shiny Wars. Number 2, thanks for Factor. And welcome, guys. It's an honor to have you all. Appreciate you guys watching the streams, the stream recaps. It's going to be a special week, a different week. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of players, you know, putting their all into everything just because we care about it. People, you know, why do people do Shiny Wars, right? There is a cash prize, a Pokeyen prize, but when you break it down, the time per money, and maybe it'd be like 100 mil Pokeyen or whatever, cash prize, split amongst 50 players, you know, perhaps, that's 2 mil per player. When you're playing 10, 16 hours a day for a week, it's not worth the money. We do it because we love it. Shiny Wars is really just 100 plus people coming together because they like something. And we don't do that enough nowadays. So we're just doing it because we love it. It's for the love of the game. It's for the passion, the pride, and for bragging rights, and for history. So let's go ahead and the draft will begin here very soon, and I'll see you guys with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a certified Barrels Classic. I haven't watched this yet. He has crafted us a video. Something to hype us up. Something to get our spirits excited for the Mr. Shiny Wars. This Shiny Wars celebrates the 10-year anniversary of Team Mr. existing. There's not that many teams that have been around in PokeMMO for 10 years that are still around. That's a big deal. You don't see that very often. So let's go ahead and see what Barrel's made for us today. The Eevee moment. The infamous. This was the craziest buzzer beater to any shiny war ever. That was legit. That was probably the best shiny war in all of PokeMMO. Like official, like all the Team Mr. ones. That was probably the best shiny war to ever happen. Well, we'll see if we can beat it this year. But that was insane.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. I got a Pharaoh, Safari. I'm actually, oh my god.
Holy shit, boys.
Shiny.
I love Risley. The Predatos. The Eevee, a Shalfa Eevee.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
This was like, look at my face. No. For reference, people don't know the Eevee story. For reference, this happened when it was the final 30 minutes of war. We had all been playing 16 hours a day. My team was readily ahead by like 25, 27, something like that points. A Shalfa was like 30 points. The only way the opposing team could come back is if they got a Shalfa. And JW Tree got one in less than like, with like 20, 30 minutes left in the event. Over like a 140 something hour event, like in total. It was insane. The odds of this are... Part of me there is like my heart sunk. My heart literally like sunk to my stomach because all that time it was gone. But also I was just so fucking excited. Like it was crazy. It was just insane. That is beautiful. Thank you, Barrels, for another masterpiece. I think showing off like what could happen in the history of war is a great way to jump into a new one and to see what we can recreate. That was so fucking sick, dude. Nice work, Barrels. Wait, does Shiny Wars begin now? The draft just ended. Ox said start now. Oh, we can start getting encounters and prep a shiny. The war begins, fellas. Okay. My goal, my goal I've picked. I'm gonna go grab as many eggs as possible. My starting location is going to be single encountering at Muna. That's the spot that I've picked. It's a very, very cool, very, very underrated shiny. I don't need that many things to be able to oh, good call, like hunt there well. I don't need like a damp Pokemon, I don't think. So I want to head over to this city and head to the east, and you go single encounter first. I'm gonna be hatching. I'm actually gonna mark my teleport location here. I'm gonna be hatching as many eggs. I haven't even showed you guys my eggs. Look. Actually, I wonder if I shouldn't hatch eggs yet if war hasn't technically... Does war begin now or in 5 minutes or whatever? Because I don't want to hatch a shiny on accident. But I have. Look at these eggs, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna save my eggs then if it doesn't actually, because I don't want to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 full boxes of eggs. We officially started. We hatch then, boys. We unbelievably hatch. This is it. The first encounter of Shiny Wars begins here in a quick sec. Once I get over to the correct location, this is where the grinding begins. The chance for history begins. The chance for infamacy. There could be drama during Shiny War. There could be competitions. There could be competitiveness. There could be letdowns. There could be breakthroughs. There could be things that we've never seen before in the history of PokeMMO. That is my 8,201st encounter. I also want to check how many hours do I have in Pokemon at the start of war, and then I'll check hours played at the end of war. So at the start of war, 8,934 hours. Keep that in mind. I usually aim for about 100 hours in war. So we'll see if I can reach that number. That's the goal. Let's go ahead and get started, fellas. We got a long road ahead of us. Okay, fellas, news. The prize pool for Shiny Wars has officially reached 100 mil. It's at a flat 100 mil right now. The prize pool is officially at a flat, clean 100 mil. I will have a full recording of the entire draft going up live on the channel, probably before this stream recap, but I do want to quickly recap for those who didn't watch it, which is fair. I was the last pick. I was purposefully meme picked to be the last pick, as well as I am on Team Flare. It is Team Flare versus Team Awk, / Ginger Matt is the leader of Team Awk, and then Mist is the leader of Team Flare. That's what we're working with. I'm the Tom Brady of this story. Literal last pick, Mr. Irrelevant. Hopefully, I can prove that was a mistake, but we'll have to see. I'll have to hunt the best I can. We had some troubles with my encounter counter at the start of the... We were a little late, honestly. My encounter counter just wasn't working. I had to reinstall, which sucked at the start of the war, but we got it taken care of. We're ready to go now. Hoping for a Muna at the spot. For those who have never seen... Purloin's honestly a nice shiny as well. For those who haven't, / Lipard. Those who have not seen a shiny Muna, very, very underrated shiny. It sucks that it's a single encounter hunt. It's a tough hunt. Like, not an easy hunt. But shiny Muna is very, very unique. Very, very, very cool in my opinion. Shiny in team alert! Shiny in team! It's been 20 minutes! Is it Team Flare? Does Team Flare take the lead? Apparently it's a NTHGP shiny Deano. A GP shiny Deano. First blood has occurred, fellas. Team Flare first shiny. Nice job, GP. Nice job, dude. We're having extremely bad luck today with tech issues on stream, unfortunately, but that will not hold us back. We're getting all of the bad luck out of the way early. That's the decision that I've made strategically, true and real. GP snags first blood with the first shiny of the event, a shiny Deano, 31 defense. That puts up Team Flare 1-0. This is a great question and one that I get a fair bit. Would you say that completing all of the regions before shiny hunting is best, or does it matter too much? Technically, it is best because it gives you the most options and locations. However, I think if you have the urge to shiny hunt, you should just shiny hunt. You do not need all regions done to shunt. Like, I recommend getting one region done to get level 100 Pokemon access and like have high level Mons and have all the spots in one region, yada yada yada. Get one region done and then pick a shunt you want to do in that region and look for that. So I think at least getting one done. But I would, if you have the urge to shunt, it's kind of like the urge of to do chores, right? If you have the urge to vacuum, probably should take advantage of that, right? Like, that's kind of how and I love shunting, but that's kind of how it is. If you have the urge to do it, I would jump on it and take advantage of that. Okay, I'm literally already switching up spots. I plan to be switching up spots a ton during this shiny war for fun and just to shake things up. I really enjoy that. It's my way to shiny hunt, right? This is the spot that I've probably spent some of the most time in PokeMMO, just shiny hunting in general. And I spent an entire war here, 16 hours a day at this exact spot. This is actually where I got my first single encounter Rapidash. Hoping not to see another, that would be devastating, but this spot is sick for me. It has Combee, Sunkern, Heracross, Pinsir, Butterfree. There's so many Pokemon I'd be happy with here. So many. The only thing, I'm going to do the Patrouski Classic. The one that I don't want a Rapidash. I will take anything here except for Rapidash, please. Anything but Rapidash is the call. Alert, Butterfree has Rage Powder. Wait, I just realized, does Safety Goggles counter Rage Powder? Can we actually can we shunt more safely now because of the new item added? I think so, right? Because of a new PVM / PvP item in PokeMMO, I'm pretty sure that allows for safer shunts. I'm going to buy one. That's a really big deal. I'm going to buy one of those. That being, Safety Goggles being a PvP, PVM, and shunting item, and possible Ditto hunting item is super, super interesting. Another shiny? Team Mr. Shiny? Alert, alert. Bro, we're 50 minutes in. Another, who got it? Is it Team Flare again? Hold the line. Awk? Oh no, it's Team Awk. What is it? Is it a 5x war? Okay, it's 1-1. Score needs to be updated in the top right, boys. It is 1-1. We are tied. How is it always a close match? Oh, fuck, boys. Apparently, it was a single encounter shiny. That is 6 points for Team Awk. We're already losing, boys, but that's okay. It's how you finish, not how you start. The score will now be Team Flare 1 point, Team Awk 6. This is why I'm single encountering, fellas. It is 6 points for a single encounter shiny. An egg would be like 30 or something like that, or I forget, 25, something a lot. A single is 6, boys. The score is now 1-6. Duosian from Lukey Pookie. Congratulations, dude. This is the 3rd shiny within about 1 hour of Team Mr. Shiny Wars. Are you kidding me? Another single encounter. What team was this for? Another single encounter. A Whooper. 6 more points for I don't know which team. If it's for Awk, we are behind drastically. All right, I went for a quick stretch break, boys, but there has been a new score. Apparently, there was a shiny Lunatone achieved by Team Awk. So the new score is Team Flare 7, Team Awk 12. We're down by a few, boys. All right, boys, are you ready for the day 1 food take? Day 1 lunch, okay? My first lunch of Shiny Wars has been served, okay? I'm warning you. This might break Britopian's brains. It is the fattest ham sandwich you will ever see. It's leftover ham from an on-sale $8 spiral ham that I cooked recently on a toasting English muffin and spicy brown mustard. I'm going to turn my cam off and enjoy. Make sure to rate this in the comments. The most important topic of today's stream is rating my lunch on a scale of 1 to 10. All right, it's time for another location change. We're now 3.5 hours in. I kind of want to go check this Alpha Swarm, but I think it's pretty difficult to get to by Meteor Falls. Oh, that's not bad. Wait, okay, yeah, we'll go check that then. Someone said it was hard. Okay, we'll go do that for sure. We'll go Shalfa, check the Altaria. I think it's worth Shalfa. So wild Shalfas and Shalfas red are worth different points, which is interesting in the Team Mr. event. Yeah, this is a super easy one to go check, honestly. I'm so down. Okay, this could be worth like 35 points. I mean, and it would be insane. Okay, yeah, obviously no shiny. It would be ridiculous. If one day I hope to get a wild Shalfa on stream, it's like a dream. That'd be so sick. But we'll take the encounter. Let's go to Petalburg. Petalburg is probably the #1 like most shunted single encounter spot in PokeMMO. Team Mister like constantly lives at this spot because there is Trico. It's the best spot in the game for Shroomish. And then you also have chance for Trico. Let's see what channel I'm on. No one's here, lol. Channel 3, let's go. There's a few people. So they're going to all be on one channel somewhere, but you have chance for best spot in the game for Shroomish. You have chance for Trico and Slack Off as well. So it's a pretty cool spot for single encountering. Probably one of the most popular, probably the most popular in the game, honestly, with expert lures, of course. I love doing math at a mass scale when it comes to Team Mister or just any sort of Shiny Wars. So one of the most interesting things is that most people prepped at least one batch of eggs, right? I would bet that most people at least prep 300 eggs, probably more, right? So if we have 100 players that all prepped 300 eggs, on average, someone is going to open at least one egg shiny from the eggs prepped for the war, which I think is super interesting. I mean, I'm really curious to see. Like, we're in those first few hours of war. Someone actually just got a shiny, apparently. Apparently, Team Awk got another single encounter, unfortunately. But, I mean, congrats to them. It's pretty sick, but it sucks for Team Flare. What are we going to do? Part of the competition. But, like, I'm curious to see, like, as the first 2 days develop, how many people we see pop eggs. It just takes time to pop those eggs. How many eggs we see. Those eggs are going to be big swings in the points. Pat, what do you think will happen to the hidden ability Excadrill market if the raid comes back for the Lunar New Year? Will it just tank and never recover? Because it will definitely, like, tank to some extent. It's something that everybody should think about and consider right now. With the Lunar New Year event on the horizon, it's decently likely, at least 50% chance, I'd say, decently likely, maybe even higher, because they probably want the price to go down. It's so high. Decently likely that hidden ability and alpha Excadrills and Drillburs drop in price dramatically. It might be a good time to sell. Now that's nobody knows the market. Nobody can predict anything. If it doesn't have, like, make your own financial decisions at your own risk. Okay, don't blame me if they don't happen or whatever. Right? Like, but it's something to consider. Everybody should consider should I sell my Excadrills? Do I have extra Excadrills laying around, like yada yada yada? Maybe you don't need to sell like your one comp one, you know, just keep that, like, but like, it's something everyone should consider. Should you sell any extra drills you have laying around, for sure. Any advice on preparing for the Lunar New Year event? How much estimated Pokeyen should I stock up? The Pokeyen depends on what you're interested in doing or getting. If you have about 5 mil stock, you'll be able to do like most likely the raids and PVM activities and play the event. If you have like 10 mil stock, you can invest in maybe like one expensive vanity and then a bunch of cheap vanities. If you have like 20 mil stocked up, you could probably do most things in the event, most likely. And if you have like 25 to 30 mil stocked up, you could probably do everything in the event, 100% for sure. Great question. I think the number one thing, I think Christmas really showed us this. The number one thing for the Lunar New Year event, in my personal opinion, I could be wrong. Yeah, Cab just made a great guide. I think the number one thing is gonna be raids. I think that raids were introduced last year during the Lunar New Year event. It makes sense they'd bring them back again, and they did bring them back for the Christmas event and for Halloween. Like, it seems like they want to keep testing raids. I could be wrong. This is a prediction. This is all. I don't have inside information. I would strongly plan for raids. I would strongly plan for some sort of Lunar New Year event raid. And then also, I think it's Year of the Snake, someone said. They like to do raids in like combination with the Chinese New Year. So maybe, I don't know what that could entail, but plan for some sort of snake raid. I don't know what that, like, I don't know if that's like, it probably won't be like Arbok, but like something that's like special or whatever, interesting. We'll have to see. Is it true that after the Lunar New Year event, the game chills out a bit, like a seasonal game, people come and go? Yeah, it for sure. It's 100% true. So it's called event season, right? Where you have the Halloween event and then the Christmas event and then the Lunar New Year event. They're all like 1 month apart, kind of, right? It's like October, December, January/February-ish, depending on where that Lunar New Year takes place, where it falls in the calendar, right? So I think a lot of people rightfully, it's really intense. Like, you're playing the game usually like as many hours as you can during those events within a 3 or 4 month period. Most people burn out a little bit and take a little bit of a break post the Lunar New Year event. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. It's very, very normal for the PokeMMO player base and trade chat, whatever, to like slow down a bit post Lunar New Year event. Now, it usually picks back up again, I want to say in like May, maybe like April, May-ish. But people definitely take a nice break, which is fair. It's a very seasonal game for a lot of people. You have a lot of content all jammed into a window. But to be fair, I feel like this event season more than ever, there's so much content that people put off until after the events are over. Like, dude, I haven't tested like any of the new PvP stuff, right? I haven't done the Heatran raid, right? Like, dude, like that's a whole new thing. Like, there's so much stuff. I haven't tested safety goggles and heavy duty boots and all these new items. Like, I think there's more than ever this year, there is a ton of stuff that came out during the events that we haven't got to yet, which is super, super interesting. This is a funny callback to people who played during like Johto's release and stuff. Someone asked me if I do the Ho-Oh refight and the Red refight, and I don't do that, but I used to do the Red refight like for the first month or so of it being released, because there was the Wobbuffet strat, and the Wobbuffet strat was insane. It was you would bring 6 level 80 Wobbuffets, and they'd all have like counter and mirror coat or whatever, and you would just click the correct move against the correct Pokemon and you would win. So like you would literally just do the you would just bring 6 Wobbuffets and you'd beat Red every time, and it was so dumb. So so I did that because that was broken. You would get like really good Pokeyen from it. That was a cool strat to see exist, and then get obviously nerfed eventually. Wait, apparently Ghostu has a live shiny here. Just a viewer hanging out, shutting alongside us during Shiny Wars. Dude, nice. Also, the Watchog underrated shiny to lead here. Dude, nice. Cascoon, a really cool, like whether you evolve it or not, I think Cascoon honestly looks pretty sick. Dude, that's sick. Congratulations, Ghostu. Nice work, dude. It's a sick shiny. Huge congrats, man. I love scenes, being able to spectate. If you're ever shutting around me and you have a shiny, let me know. I love to see that on stream. I think spectating, to have a little clip of it in video history is cool. Just to show others, like, not everybody gets to see what a shiny battle looks like, you know? This is super, super sick, dude. All right, fellas, a few more points have been scored. There was a ×3 Horde Venipede shiny from Shiny Carp, so that is 2 more points over to Team Auk, making the current score 7 for Team Flare, 20 for Team Auk. It is only day 1, my fellow Team Flarers, okay? So don't you dare give up. Don't you dare even worry or stress at all. we have plenty of time to blow them out of the water and hatch our eggs. All it takes is one egg to take the lead, and the odds are someone in Team Mister has one, so let's hope it's us and keep getting our single encounters, boys. Okay, I want to switch up spots. I have a new spot in mind. We're also playing this little game called Game Duel on the side, but let me get rid of that real quick. Okay, this is actually a really cool spot to go to, I feel like, during this. I want to go to single encounter spots that don't require like damp Pokemon or any, like for like Route 210 Sinnoh, there's Geodudes that have self-destruct, but I can miss my age. There's a really cool spot. I've shown it off a few times on stream, but like it's a really cool spot. If you pop lures over to the east of Fortree City, where was it? Over at 9,600 encounters, by the way. Pop lures over here. There is chance for Marsh Stomp with lures, Absol, Tropius, and Kecleon. This spot is very, very cool. There's a lot of very, very cool Pokemon here. One of the downsides is you can't run or bike. You have to like just walk back and forth or whatever. But this is a really cool option. Route 120 in Hoenn to the east of Fortree City. Yeah, so keep in mind, people keep asking like how many shinies I've gotten so far, which I'm honored that you would think I would be that good at the game, true and real. But the odds are, my goal is to get one shiny. If I can just get one shiny, that would be really, really good, right? So the math is for a single encounter, it should be around 100 hours on average. Because you can get around, well, we can do the math right here, actually. We're also going to be 27,000 is going to be our encounter rates. We have donator status. We're popping some charms here and there, so it'll probably be a little lower, but let's just assume our shiny rate is going to be 1 out of 27,000. Calculator will be in the bottom middle-ish part of the screen, so you can use that for a little tracker. So let's say our encounter rate is 27,000 encounters. We can get about 250 to 300 encounters per hour single encountering if we're being efficient with lures and no guard and other abilities like that. Let's go ahead and do let's do 275. Let's do 280, I guess. Right? So it's around 100 hours, 96 hours, 96.4, around 100 hours, let's say, on average for one single encounter shiny, right? If I play 10 hours a day, every day during Shiny Wars, that's only 70 hours. That's not even one shiny on it. And also, this is not including the time I'd be taking to make eggs. I will be making eggs probably throughout the week as well, so I lose some time on that. But hopefully for a chance at a rare, a nice rare shiny. If I play for 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, if I single encounter shunt 14 hours a day, every single day throughout Wars, I am on rate to get one shiny, right? So when you ask me how many shinies do you have throughout War, odds are 0. The goal, like if I get one, that would be amazing. That would be best case scenario. That would be like my job complete. That's all you can hope for. If you can get one during War, that is amazing. So we're gonna hope for that. That's the biggest, just to get something. The amount of wars I've done where I've hunted 16 hours a day and got nothing, it's happened 2-3 times. It happens, and that's part of Shiny War. Little update, we're now 6.5 hours into War. I think like 7.5 into the stream or something like that. Yeah, like 8-ish into stream, 6.5 into War. There's been 6 total shinies caught so far, and it's been a while since the last one, so it wouldn't surprise me if something is creeping up, but 6 total shinies so far. We can do a quick recap. NTHGP got a Deano at ×5 Horde. Luki got a single encounter Duosian. Zachosaurus got a single encounter Wooper. Psychopath got a single encounter Lunatone. Turtle got a Golbat single encounter. We got a couple Bagon shunters here. And then Shiny Carp got a ×3 Venipede. Dude, eggs are more expensive this War as well. It's pretty brutal. With Dittos costing 5k a piece, it now officially costs like 150 mil per egg shiny. It used to be like 120 to 150 or whatever, depending on certain factors or whatever. But now it's like with each Ditto costing 5k. You can see the calculator in the bottom middle of the screen. It's literally just 5,000 times 30,000 encounters on average, 150 mil. It just ends up being a flat 150 mil cost on average. And that's not assuming you spend like 10 mil on Pokeballs as well throughout an edge shunt, which is crazy. And then also like on charms or donor status if you want to do that. But then you would lower the rate or whatever. So there's some factors like that. But it's probably around 160 mil actually after Pokeballs. It's more expensive, man. It is faster. You can do more eggs per hour now with the new breeding UI, which is a big, big deal. More expensive, but faster. This is a good question, and I feel like it's kind of a flexible answer. Someone said, what are you aiming for in this patch of grass? In this patch of grass, basically any of the rares, so things like Tropius, Kecleon, Marshtomp, Tropius, Kecleon, Marshtomp, Absol would all be sick, but I think something the more I've shunted, the more I realize I don't really have specific targets anymore. I mean, I do, but I don't. I do, like, when I have my top 3 favorite shinies, Shuckle, Rampardos, and Stunfisk, and then after I got my top 3, everything else after is kind of just gravy. Like, now that I have like 40 OT shinies, at this point, I kind of just go to I enjoy the journey. Now that I have so many OTs, I enjoy the journey even more than before, than I ever have. Or like now the conclusion, the result, the shiny is like even less important than just like the journey and getting there and overcoming and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, at some point, you kind of just reach I'll take any of the rares here, or I'll like anything that's not a dupe, right? Anything except for Ponyta is a phrase you hear me say a lot. The longer you shunt, I think the more accepting you are of any shiny or the certain shiny or whatever. I really just want more rares and certain rares. I have a lot of time swipe hordes, and I always have really good luck, honestly. My good luck with I have very, very good luck with time swipe hordes, but very bad luck with single encounters and like rares. So I'm hoping to see some of that, but eventually, hopefully it'll just even out, the more you hunt. So I think nowadays I just kind of want to see anything that's interesting. That's the honest, any shiny that's interesting is my honest answer. Odd question, Pat, and you can answer however you want. Is there anything you do in PokeMMO that is secret? Like something you avoid showing on stream / keep on an alt so stream doesn't see? Yeah, absolutely. There was a secret. I can confidently say there's at least one secret challenge that I have going on right now that I think ends within a few days. As well as there's another secret challenge that I've talked about a little bit recently that ran from like November 2023 to December-ish 2020, like ended recently, and that's like a 6-episode series that I'll be uploading after Shiny Wars. I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that if I hide content or I hide stuff like that, it's because if the public knew about it, it would affect the outcome, right? I don't want any unfair. I try to avoid. I have streamer privilege and I do have content creator privilege, but I try to avoid it as much as possible with challenges like that, or if that makes sense. So I do have 2 secret projects, I guess, that I can think of offhand that are coming to a close both pretty soon. That's a great question, Danny. I got a little distracted. We're actually popping some alpha eggs right now. So there was an alpha Tropius. I have, I want to say 20 or 30 or so alpha eggs scattered across my eggs. I've just been single encountering, making very slow progress, discussing sports, Shiny Wars, the Ravens game is on, etc., all day. I'm really excited to hit 10,000 encounters. I feel like that'll be a pretty cool milestone. I started with 8,200 today. So I don't know what that would be in terms of single encounters, but we've made some really solid progress today, I feel like. We're about 8 hours in so far. 8 hours in, I think, exactly. Oh, thank everything, dude. Team Flare finally scored, boys. We are so back, okay? This was a single encounter, Shiny Cascoon and Petalburg Woods, thanks to Xkaru. Shout out to him. Man, we needed some points, dude. It'll be +6. So 7 + 6. It's gonna be 13. So it's 20 to 13. We're back in the game, fellas. So here's 10,000 encounters, by the way. Not quite clean, but we got a random Mightyena horde. 10,003 encounters. Alert Safari Shiny Mystic. Alert Safari Shiny. Okay, we gotta go watch this. We should go watch this. Hoenn Safari. Okay, I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming. That's insane. Hoenn Safari Shiny. Where's he at? Where is he at in the I don't even know what team he's on. So all Safari Shinies we should go check during Wars. Because if you're if you're a Safari Shonen, you're Giga Chad. How did I get a Kecleon here? I feel like getting Safari Shinies on camera is crucial. Because if they flee, that's your one shot. Pop a repel. Try to get to him. Does anybody know where at in Safari and what channel? I guess Apom. I hope that'd be a sick. That's ideal. Apom's probably my favorite shiny in the Hoenn Safari. Hoenn channel 1, Hoenn Safari. Front. Channel 1. Everybody's here, dude. Everybody's here. What is it? Oh, an Oddish. It's really pretty. I really like shiny Oddish. Good luck. Good luck. Mystic Nick, dude. This is so sick. Wasn't this the newer? Someone said, didn't someone say that this is a newer Team Mister member? The newer, there's Nick Shark and Mystic Nick, the newer Nick to Team Mister. Dude, good luck to him. So for Safari Shinies, I love Shiny Wars. It's a way for newer players and newer members to make names for themselves. So Mystic Nick, dude, good luck to you, man. Like, Safari Shinies, for those who don't know, are 7 points, I think, if they're caught, but they're 0 if they flee. And he first balls it. It's no problem. No problemo. No worries. I don't even know what team he's on, but I don't care. Even if he's if he's the opposing team, I'd rather him catch it. You don't want to see someone lose a Safari Shiny. That's too brutal. Dude, congratulations. That's so sick. You know what? While we're here in the Hoenn Safari Zone, let's do a little bit, boys. Let's risk it. We'll do a few Hoenn Safari encounters. We could go check Shuckle. Why not? He's Awk, I think. Okay, that does suck, but I'd rather him catch it than not. That's a sick shiny, dude. Congrats to him. That is really, really cool to see. Pat, which region is the best to do on alts right now? This is a fantastic question. Like, Kanto might be good for Lunar New Year event, but Unova is good for Berry Farm. That's a great question. Probably, I mean, kind of nailed it. I could actually, okay. Most likely, it's very, very likely Shaman returns for the 3rd time this year, right? Sinnoh is uniquely good to get done for the Lunar New Year event because usually you need Sinnoh to get the Shaman encounter, if I'm remembering correctly. So uniquely, in this is out of the norm with the Lunar New Year event ahead of us, Sinnoh is uniquely good to get done. But I agree with you. Usually, Kanto and Unova are like the top 2. I think Unova is good for pure cash and Jimmy runs and berry farming. Kanto is good for events and callouts, stuff like that. Sinnoh is specifically good for the Lunar New Year event. So that's a good question. It's a great question. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, if you don't have Sinnoh done, this is good motivation to go try to get it done before the Lunar New Year event, which takes place most likely on January 29th. Alrighty, fellas. It might be about that time. I've been hatching some eggs. I've done a lot of encounters. We did over 10K. We started stream today at 11:30 a.m. It is now 11:07 p.m. Almost a 12-hour stream. Shiny War started at 1 p.m. So around 10 hours of shunting. It's been a blast. Thank you all for being here for day 1. This is just the start. We got 6 more days of this, if not more. I will see you guys later with that. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if you did not. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos every single day. Follow the Twitch for streams like this throughout the week as much as possible. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the stream, the best way to do so this month is Factor. Link will be first thing in the description. Check it out. 50% off your first order, and it supports the stream in the most generous way possible. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for making Shiny Hunting more fun and enjoyable for me. I hope I could do the same, just 10%. Thank you all so much. Have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Get some rest. Peace, Reno. Hey, thank you so very much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me. And if your name is listed here, you're the reason I'm able to do this in the first place by going above and beyond and supporting the channel via YouTube memberships and Twitch Primes. Thank you so much. Have a great day.